G'day folks, it's Ozzy here from the Crypto Aussie channel. In this video, we're going to look at XRP and see how we can maximize our profits using the Crypto Accelerator tool, also known as the CAT. We'll break down some buy and sell targets, and then we'll look at what our potential profits and return on investment might be based on where we are right now in the market. Okay, let's get started. Let's add XRP in here. So if we want to later on, we can email this to ourselves. XRP is currently sitting at, it's got a little pop in the market, just a little pop in the market. We're at 49.7. So let's use that as our straight up buy target, or our first buy target. So 0.497. And we'll just play around that figure. Okay. We've seen it over the last few days going down to 47. So we'll run with that trend right now. So our next target will be 0.49 even. Then we'll go 0.485, and then we'll go down to, I've seen it as low as 47. So 0.479. We'll do 479. Okay. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we won't. Then we'll look at how much we're going to invest. Just I got my bonus in. It was, I don't know, $2,000. Okay. I got a $2,000 bonus. So let's put in roughly. Okay. So let's put in, say, 350 here, because it's at the high end. We don't want to put in all our money at the high end. We want to try and put the majority of the money in when the price is at its lowest for this period in the market. Then let's put in, out of that 350, let's put in, say, 450. Then the price is getting lower, so we're getting more excited. Let's put in, say, 500. And then lastly, let's put in our last bit of 700 bucks. So we've got 700. So there's our 2,000 invested. Tells us that we've now got 4,100 XRP. So again, these are prices based on where we are right now in the market. So now let's look at some sell targets. And when I do these videos, I like to break it up into three parts. In the first part, we put in only, or I put in, again, we're just speculating here. I put in only the maximum will be what the previous all-time high would be, or what the previous all-time high was. So let's start at, we're going to put a sell price in at 0.85 because that's our next resistance for XRP. Then we'll do a next sell price at $1.29, $1.25 we'll add, because that's kind of where it stalled out last time in 2021. It did go higher than that, and we'll add that in now at $1. Let's put in $1.90. $1.90. I think we topped out around about there. And then the last price will be the all-time high, which was $3. Well, some people say $3.80. I've heard $4. I've heard $3.40. So let's go in the middle, $3.50. Okay. Get rid of that. 3.50. Okay, I probably could have gone $3 just to be conservative, but if it does get to a previous all-time high, I think $3.50 would be like your maximum, like right out there price. Now, the percentage we're going to sell when we hit those targets, that's really dependent on you. But for this little go around, let's do our first one at 20%. Our second will be another 20%. We're kind of getting up there now, so why don't we do a 40%? And finally, we'll do, if we manage to get to the all-time high, let's do 20%. So we've got 100% sold. Cool thing about the CAT is it tells you exactly how much you need to sell at each stage. So you don't have to think about, okay, how much am I selling? It already tells you that that 20% is 822.9 or say 823 XRP, or you could round it down to 820. And you don't have to think about it if the market's going hot. You just do it. You just put in that amount. Our total for this scenario would be just over 7.5, 7.7. That's including your initial investment. So without your initial investment, you've put like 5.7 in your pocket. Percentage wise, it's a 286% return on investment. Okay, so that's would call this really being conservative. Let's now start playing around with the figures more. Okay, we'll leave our buy targets the same because we're talking about the current market, where the current market is right now. But our sell targets, we're going to base it on what is currently and what has been kind of the thesis on where XRP could go if we're in a full-blown bull market. Okay, because you may decide to hold till, end of 2024, 2025 and beyond, when the next bull cycle is meant to be taking off. So let's, instead of being 85 cents our first sell target, let's do our previous all-time high. So I start at $3.50. I think we've all heard the $7 amount. So let's put in $7. Then we'll put in $9. That's a common thing you hear on crypto Twitter. And then our last target will be the magical $13. And we'll leave all of our percentages the same. We won't change that. Again, the cat has shown you exactly what you need to sell when those targets are hit. Okay, but the total return on investment is much different now, of course. So including our initial investment, we're at 34K. 32K will be without the initial investment of $2,000. But our percentage return on investment is 1,600%. Now, you would not, on $2,000, you would not complain about that at any time. So for our third scenario, we're going to leave our sell prices at the same. We're not going to alter them because that would be the high reward scenario. But we will change our buy-in prices, okay? And the reason we're going to change in our buy-in prices, if the market does dip down lower, we have heard also on the other end of the spectrum, quite low prices for XRP. So for example, we're currently at 49.7, thereabouts. So let's change this to, if it gets down to say the 30s again, we'll start, let's say the mid 30s, because that was a good point of resistance. We'll say 35 cents, okay? Then if we dip down into the high 20s, so 0.29. And then if we get down to our forever price that XRP seemed to be at forever, which was 0.22. And then if we get down into the teens, so I won't go as low as the lower teens, we'll do 0.17. Okay. We'll leave our buy-in amounts the same. That won't change. Again, this is the beauty of the cat. You can change just certain elements of it depending where we are in the market without having to alter your buy-in. Although if you do change your buy-in, that obviously does affect what your return on investment would be. So our sell targets have been the same. We're not changing that. We're not changing our percentages, which again, if you just change percentages so that at the higher price targets, you're selling more, obviously you're going to increase your return on investment versus your lower point. One thing I do like to do, or I try and do when I build my own plan, is in that first percentage, like we've got it at 20% now, I like to try and get at least my return on investment, my initial return on investment. So for example, here I got $6,000. So I've already 3x'd my initial return on investment. So I could lower that. So I could say, let's do that at say 10%. Now we've got our return on investment, still got more than our return on investment, but we'll leave it at 10%. And we'll go down, we'll add that 10% on, say, to right at the end there. Let's make that 30% now, because obviously you've got to keep it at 100%. Now we've changed our return on investment considerably. So now for that initial $2,000, we're at 82,000, including our initial investment. 80,000 is our return on investment. Now for $2,000, that's exceptional, and we're looking at a 4,000% return on investment. Now whether we get there or not, it depends how you want to play the market. But what the cat is allowing you to do is to build things around either where we are right now in the market. So if you want to be a short-term seller and look at, say, for example, the current market conditions for XRP, where even if you bought it now at 49, just under 50 cents, we know that the summary judgment is coming through shortly, and there's probably going to be a settlement shortly after that. You could easily speculate that XRP will at least get to that 85-cent region. Now, while that's a small return on investment, it is a return on investment. And if you want to play the safe game, that might be your game to play. I'm going for a longer time horizon, so I'm happy to wait till the mid 2024 to so mid 2025 to look at where I'm going to sell some of my XRP. Okay, that's a wrap on XRP in this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and more importantly, I hope you got something out of it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. If you want to try the cat out for yourself, the link for that will be in the description below. And if you want, you can connect with me on Twitter, ask me some questions about the cat. I usually post their price targets and interesting things I find in crypto Twitter. The link for my profile will be in the description below as well. Also, I'm no financial wizard, and this ain't no advice show. I'd seek out experts for that sort of thing. But if you want to speculate, I'm your speculation buddy. If you got some value out of this, why don't you hit that subscribe button, flip on notifications, that way you won't miss another episode or when I go live. Thanks again for tuning in. Until next time, trade safe, trade smart, don't gamble, and get a plan.